Hey, it's Shantae Brown Sugar Talks under Black Unicorns. So today is just like my record keeping. So I moved back here in 2010 and I had issues with my storage. So I went ahead and moved my storage out because I couldn't afford it and I hadn't found a job yet. And I was like running out of unemployment. Okay. So now they are actually trying to take my stuff from the storage. So, like I said, they merge stories, stuff like that. It's like, how quickly does my storage go into whatever it's going into? And so I think that's really upsetting because, like I said, they continuously keep wanting to steal. Um, Even the writings that I wrote and nobody saw, the ones I deleted, they have given those stories to artists to make videos and all this different stuff. So the world that we live in is not even real. That's how you know. I think that's when you start to find out. It's like, how much more do you want to put me through? I also saw, I think it was Marcus Boyd, a guy that resembled Marcus Boyd. I don't want to say it's him, but he resembled him. He was riding on one of those carts and schnooks, and it was like between 1-2 o'clock, and it was the schnooks out here, I think, off of Homer Adams, and he came into my lane and was like, "I'm sorry 1,000 times over for what I've done to you." The funny part is that me and my son are in here actually working on like the metric system or whatever. And like I said, they still eavesdropping, listen to what's going on in my house. Um, and now, for whatever reason, I also got some kind of message from Vicky Dillard, from her sister. So her sister is actually the person that's over the Madison Housing County thing. And she starts to talk about like, well, angels and stuff. Again, from my story, that's the guy who said he was helping me. He was my angel. I am so tired of these people. I don't know what the fuck to do. It is like so fucking nerve wracking. I'm so fucking tired of them. Like, do y'all understand that these men actually abused me? Like, I have told the story like so many fucking times. I was abused in college too. The Sigmas actually abused me. It's not a joke. It's not a game. They psychologically abused me. I used to actually sleep with one Sigma, right? He'll just be, "You gonna be a porn star. I need you to be a stripper. You gonna be a porn star. I want you to be a strip. Shantae, you gonna be a strip. You gonna." It's like, I can't even sleep with you no more. I can't. When the guy that raped me, the one that got me pregnant, that's what he would do. The same thing. We gonna have an orgy and we gonna do this. Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but that's not the life that I'm into. And I do think it's just still discrimination from East St. Louis. I don't think that any of this has anything to do with me. I think it's actually men who think that, well, if she came from East St. Louis, oh my God, she must be just black men too. You see what I'm saying? It's just continued fucking racism. And I'm fucking tired of it. And I don't know if you follow the story or not. Just listen to the shit they say. And so, like, I only have little pockets, maybe a few days before I get another motherfucker coming in my face to say some dumb shit to me. Or if I get into a relationship and then find out this motherfucker know more than I think he do. I was with one guy, I slept with him, and I guess the sex was good, so he then therefore thought I was a whole prostitute. And I didn't do anything to him. All I did was sleep with him. And so it's like some things like that, you just like, I really am concerned. I'm really concerned about myself, my health, the safety of me and my child. And now this lady here at the Madison County Housing Authority, she acting crazy too. They want to bring me stuff, but like I said, I'm particular. I already said that. So I don't know what the point is of just going through and acting crazy like you know me or you know us or we affecting you in any kind of way. Y'all not helping us. Y'all actually downgrading us. Like, y'all actually, it's a degrade. And it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Like, this shit is not fucking funny because I have not done anything to anybody. All I've ever done is right. So from college with my writing, since they stole what they stole, then they come to Texas with the writing. Okay, for this guy to make me change my writing, so then therefore he can probably get out of court and out of abusing me. And he was a main abuser. When I tell y'all, my brain used to actually stop. The lady asked me, she said, well, you know, when you, oh yeah, I know, because she must have been listening to the show. It's like, this the crisis center again. It's like, you know, when you don't know your own surroundings. No, bitch, that's when you angry. No, I didn't know anything. Like, my brain would actually completely fucking stop. Like, I had nothing to think about. Like, it would just, and that's very harmful. That's trauma, right? So I had this trauma created for me on this campus. Then I come to Texas and now I'm in this relationship and this motherfucker trying to give me trauma too. Not only trauma, but then sexual dysfunction. You see? And he wanted me to go through his sexual dysfunction with him. You understand? So now I'm trying to still figure out how to get out. I called my daddy. I don't know if my daddy high or not, right? Because I'm telling him he abusing me. He ain't saying nothing about it. My mama don't want to talk to me because I moved to Texas without telling her. Or actually just because I moved to Texas. I did tell her. I just wanted to get the fuck away from her. I am now back in the same situation because this person, now I'm realizing after I have been through all this anxiety, after all this PTSD, that this person is the same person that has been following me to make my life a living fucking hell. Not only that, he got a whole troop of people. Like, he got all these people behind him. And not one time had I ever done anything wrong to him. So then after he leave, I have a good relationship with somebody, and then all of a sudden, here come Marla Clemens, MC, Marla Clemens. She actually wanted to rob me because I was nice to her. She was high. She wanted to take things from me because I was nice to her. After Marlon Clemens, here come the baby daddy. He wanted to be abusive, so I beat his ass. I think it was because I had a child in my belly. I beat his ass because I had a child in my belly. I was not playing with this man. Like, you're not about to hurt me. You gonna put your hands on me, I'm about to beat your ass too. Like, I actually fought him. I really did. So that's the only time I actually, and I was protecting myself because he hit me first. Okay? After that, here comes Brandon Clark. And when I tell you this man stole the business, he stole purses, he stole a car. And all I told him, he said, okay, I'm going to come down there and help you. I said, okay, you can go. At first I was like, no, don't come down. I'm good. I can do it by myself. My mama said, well, go ahead and let him come down there and help you. I don't have any experience with babies. So I'm like, okay, that'll be good. He can come down and help me. This man come down. I say, all I need you to do is help me run the business. I said, because I'll be pregnant. I had a child. This man stole everything, trying to say I was lazy after I had already told him that I was going to have a child and that I wouldn't have the same time as I had before. And I didn't, because it used to take me 3 to 4 hours to pick up my child and 3 to 4 hours to drop him off. Still trying to get back and forth to work. At a job where a boss is a tyrant and is evil to every person around her, and then decided to be evil to me because I had a baby. So now I had this baby. The boss has cut my pay, and I still have to come home and deal with Brandon and his bullshit. Do y'all understand? So now after that, I say, okay, well, I can't find a job in Texas because I didn't have a babysitter. Nobody would really watch my son. I would go on job interviews, and I'd be wondering what I'm going to do with my kid. Like, I can't leave him in the car, so I can't go to the interview because I can't do nothing like that. So as time goes on, I get to the point where I'm in the, like, I'm there, right? I'm trying to do what I gotta do. I move back home. I get back home. I try to get my stuff in storage. I try to, like, save as much money as I can, right? Then my mama started being mean and rude. Not only that, we got a pedophile living in our house. They know he a pedophile. I don't know he a pedophile. The pedophile touches one of the kid, not one of my students, but a child that was part of our family. I take the girl to the police station and tell the police. Every time. Not to mention, before that, my sister had already called and said somebody was touching her children too. I take that to the police station too. I called the police station from Texas to let them know in Belleville what was going on, or wherever she was living in. Y'all, this has been some of the most fucked up shit. So then, after I get there, right, after I get back here, I found a job at Confluence Academy. That's when Sean comes in. 2 weeks after I was at, actually it started like the day I was at Confluence Academy. Somebody put a piece of something in my coffee cup. I didn't even think about that. They actually started bullying me that first day, and I didn't even think about it. I don't know these people from Confluence Academy. I never worked with them in my life. I had only worked in Texas for a school year, and it was half of a school year as a music teacher. So how the fuck would they know anything about me? So I get to Confluence. A week after that, we have a meeting. The women act like they don't even hear that I'm there. Like they don't even hear me talk. And I'm in the same room sitting face to face with these women. And they don't even hear me talk. So at some point, somebody has collected the stories because they used to do that to us in college. They would actually ignore us and have these fucked up ass auditions, like these racist ass auditions and all this different stuff. I'm not trying to go through all the shit y'all put me through. I'm trying to get out of the shit you put me through. So then after I get to Confluence, right? Okay, so now I got Sean. So now here come the man. Like I told you, his name Dimitri. Raped me because he helped me fix my car. He thought that I should pay him for helping me to fix my car. He came into my house and he raped me right after he fixed my car. Or after he took me to go get a battery. He didn't fix it, I fixed it. All I needed for him was for him to just take me to get the battery so my car can get around. I was raped. I then found out later I was pregnant. Not only that, here come Tyrone with his bullshit too. And before that, they had already robbed my house in Cahokia for the computer. So now I'm thinking they got the computer. So so now I got Demetric. I don't want to be with Demetric. I had already known that I didn't want to be with him. And we had already like this. I had already put him out or something like that, crazy like that, because he told me he was jealous of my son. So anyway, when I didn't have anybody else to help me, I called him to help me with the car, and he raped me. Okay, pregnant, lost the baby. It was ectopic pregnancy. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I got Tyrone acting stupid. I started talking to other guys or whatever, talking to guys from work, different things like that. Anyway, as time goes on, that's when I actually start to get agoraphobia, lose a baby. I have to like whatever, do a hospital thing, all this different stuff. I am so fucking tired, y'all. It don't make no fucking sense because I haven't done anything to anybody. These people are consistently following me and repeating the same bullshit as it was before. And I'm just wondering what the fuck is really going on. Like, when do people stop and actually say, oh, yeah, that did happen. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that was her. You know, and like I said, y'all will sit here and kill me. Y'all will let these motherfuckers kill me before somebody, oh, she was on Facebook saying, she was on Facebook saying that that there was, I'm sorry, I'm writing this thing about my stuff. She was on Facebook with all the videos telling us what was going on. And I'm telling y'all that they out here trying to actually hurt us. The man said, can you get down here and try to get your storage? And I'm like, no, because you know they tried to kill me the first time that we went down there. They tried to kill me. And so it's like every time I take a trip or I go back somewhere, somebody try to kill me. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to kill me for? So now I done went to Confluence. I went through the shit at Confluence. After I lose the baby, I lose the job. So now I move in with my daddy. All right, I move in my daddy's house. My aunt and my grandmother are so nasty. They just nasty people. My aunt, she got poop on her hands. She'll wipe all this stuff around the house. My grandma stick her hand in her pants. Again, I think they got the stories because I used to stick my hand in my shirt when I was little with Kalada, my cousin, Kalada Allen. And her mother was like, don't be doing that, you know. And so I saw her and I was like, what is she doing? Sticking her hand in her pants. So I guess she decided she was going to be me or something like that. And they nasty. So now After I move out of there, I moved to the house in Belleville. I moved to the little apartment in Belleville above the store. I tell Nia Owens, I tell her, I say, this is what happened. She say, so what's happened? I told her all the shit that was going on. Everything that happened. And it's again, instead of her being a sister or a person, because this was my first time ever speaking out about what was going on, still nothing has clicked like that. These people were actually stalking me, right? Nothing clicking. So I'm telling her, and then her mother comes in with a problem. Her husband mother got a problem with me and my son. Her daughter got a problem with my son. She the only one that seemed to have sense, but I don't think she has sense either, because that was when she was trying to get me to become a Christian and all this different stuff for whatever reason. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, you need God. Like, I guess at that point I'm just the devil. Again, another story about me. So now, and I'm having sex above a store. You know, I'm just having. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. So I'm just still wondering, when was it that this was like relevant to anybody? So at this point, I'm working at the Belleville school, whatever. I'm a tutor. Then I started working at Gateway Elementary with Dr. Howard. And that's when all this other weird shit could start happening. One of the principals, the vice principal, gonna walk up and do this. I'm like, that's some Miss Sutton shit. I'm not Miss Sutton. Like, what the fuck is going on? And again, that's when my anxiety started. Because I'm like, I'm not this bitch. Still, what the fuck is going on? It was so nerve-wracking every day. It was so problematic every day. I'm calling the hotline. That's when I first started calling the crisis hotline. And I'm just on the phone screaming, like, please let me go. And I'm thinking that this nigga is actually following me. Like, I actually think that this nigga is actually following me to my house. I'm thinking that he is bugging my house, bugging my car. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what was happening. So this man is actually following me. So one day I ended something with somebody else. I started dating Cecil. Okay. Cecil a little weird. We don't see each other. Okay, cool, whatever. So now I see Cecil doing stupid stuff too. Like, he don't know how to interpret the person I am, my personality. Because men to hear me say, oh yeah, I look at another chick too. I look at her go down the street or whatever. I say, oh my gosh, she got a big butt, which I do. For real, Dallas, Texas women got nice asses. I'm sorry to tell you. So a man, if he not mature enough, he'll take that the wrong way. He'll take that like, we want to do threesomes, or it's time for him to go cheat, or, you see what I'm saying? The ignorance of a man. And that's what Cecil was. He was ignorant. And it would be sometimes I would talk to men on the phone and I would have to stop talking to him because of how ignorant they were. And he was just like them. So I don't know if he knew me, if he talked to me on the phone before, whatever, right? Because at this point, I wasn't dating. And whenever I had those phone calls, it was like 2005, 2006, 2007, when I was like actually on the phone talking to people and I didn't really know. I just met them off Match.com. So anyway, I'm here and I get to Cecil. And again, like I say, he kind of crazy, whatever, you know. But he want to be able to like take a step up. Again, I'm trying to help him. I'm like, you can come to Texas. If I go to Texas, you can come to Texas with me. He worried about my credit. Again, something from the phone call. Something from when I was talking on the phone with some guy. He talking about my credit and all this stuff. Ignorant. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, okay, let's go down to. I asked him to help me get down to Texas. Me and my son ended up staying with him for 2 weeks because I just gave everything away to go to the thrift store, to the toy store below me. I gave away the bikes. I gave away the stroller. I gave away everything. We get to Texas and everything for real feel like it's a breath of fresh air. But I'm still in a fucking anxiety attack. Like, I'm still having an anxiety attack. Like, from the time I got there until, and it was because my son wanted to go to the zoo. I felt like I should have took him to the zoo before I took a job. And again, I was back at Nova Academy. Again, going through the same bullshit. This teacher across the hall already mad at me because she want to come into the classroom and get supplies. And I'm like, why would you come into the classroom? She looking in drawers and stuff. I'm like, my purse in there. If she wanted something, she could have actually asked me for those things. Instead, she is actually going through my stuff. Going through the stuff to get the stuff. Again, I start off in another situation with a mad person. For what? I don't fucking know. Then they called me down too. They said, "Oh, you want a job at Dallas ISD?" The woman said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." So the woman said, "Her, call them because they gonna give you a job. They gonna get you a job." I call them. I get a job. Okay. I finally get some money coming into our house. I decide me and my son gonna move, and then by this time my mother passed away. Okay, I'm still there. That's when they start wanting to put me into the accident. Then I get the thing from Victor Efos. I start dating him for a second. I get something from him talking about he wanna let's get married. No, he wanted to marry somebody for a green card. I'm like, I can't do that. I just can't do it. I could say no. It was like I didn't have it in my heart to be like no, but I would. I have to call him and be like, no, I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just something I can't do. And I was like, I'll be your friend, you know, I'll be here for you, but I can't marry you like that. And so he was like, well, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and marry this white woman. Listen, it was a man that I used to do taxes for that was actually married to a white woman, and they didn't have a relationship. And so that was it. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. I'm in such an anxiety attack. Like, they keep taking me through the same bullshit for fucking what I don't fucking know. And I know my writing is relevant because my writing is everything that they keep trying to do to me. That's why this frat is stalking me. Please stop. All I'm saying is stop. I am not trying to go to jail for nobody. I'm not trying to not raise my son for nobody. Like, none of this stuff has anything to do with anybody. All I'm trying to do is create a show and be a writer. How the fraternity got into that, how my family got into that, and I want to create the school too. How all of y'all got into my situation, I don't know. Because it wasn't for you. I remember Dr. Howard saying, yeah, write it down. It didn't have nothing to do with you either. Like, it's just like y'all have fucked up so much shit with y'all negativity and just all the shit y'all been putting me through. And not one time I'm telling you, y'all have stopped and just been like, is she okay? Like, man, do you see this shit that she done been through? Or everybody making assumptions about something. I think at some point they even thought I was in a fraternity. Like, I was lying saying I was in a fraternity. That's when I was like, let me clarify. Alpha Phi is actually a sorority. And they say Phi because Alpha Phi Alpha is on the campus. So much shit I've been having to fucking clarify, because if I don't, and people will be like, well, I'm grown, I ain't got to say nothing. If people have actually tried to kill me, hurt my car, I done had men beat me and rape me in this time over shit that actually came from a classroom that they have made assumptions about. Or if they have taken my court papers and brought that shit to my school, to my job. Teachers, other teachers. And y'all keep wondering why the education system fucked up. I be wondering too, like, why do y'all become teachers? If you came here to be messy and start shit, why did you become a teacher? I'm just doing the show. But I mean, for real, it's just, I just keep, it was Tracy Weatherspoon. Who else I had trouble with? It was just like person after person after person. Like, y'all, for real, I don't know y'all. So I have no reason to argue, fight, or go back and forth with you or anything. I'm still trying to heal. Like, I'm over here trying to heal and y'all steady like pushing shit in our fucking face. Dumb shit. And I finally get a chance to start something for myself. And y'all come down there and do a white boy again. Come and do the same shit. The irony is I don't even really fuck with white people like that. I'm serious, man. That's cause of the shit y'all do, man. That shit be fucked up. And y'all can't never see y'all own fucking problems. That's because y'all do have a psychological disorder. All this damn time, I'm actually designing. I actually did design the school. Here come Miss Martin going through the computer and all that shit. Y'all, and then I'm trying to get to the school to design it. They'll call me with talking about my son had a problem at his school. My son didn't have any problems at his school. I had to actually try to get to the meeting so I can help, so I can actually start to put in my my idea for the school. Then they, oh, you gotta have 3 people, you gotta have 2 other people back you up. But they don't want me to have anybody on the hall. They passing rumors. I can't talk to people. People don't talk to me long enough. If I say something to them, then they act like it's, they throw that overboard or act or take it out of context or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So then I don't even really have time because I still got to go get my son, all these different things. I don't even really have the time to make friends or talk to other teachers to be able to try to get somebody to help me, back me up, and build my school. And it was just consistent. We not gonna have you do nothing. You can't do it. You ain't gonna do it. And it's like, man, this ain't even got nothing to do with you. It don't need your approval. I already gave myself approval. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody. I already gave myself approval. That's why I'm like, why the fuck are y'all in here acting stupid and shit when it ain't got nothing to do with y'all? All of y'all out here been acting ill-mannered. And it ain't got nothing to do with you. AKA my stepmother. I saw a picture of her inside of a thing. I saw Anitra Mitchell. And it said she was the president of AKA. That's when I wrote the letter too, because I was like, I want to see her. My ex-stepmother anyway. But still, that woman raised me. That's the only thing that had to do with AKA. Ain't AKA ain't on shit, nothing else. I don't want to fucking know y'all. The way y'all treat people is wrong. I don't want nothing to do with no fraternity or sorority. Not even my fucking own. The whole time, all I've been trying to do is just live in a positive space, in a positive environment, and get away from abusers. Now, one time again, did y'all stop and verify shit with me? Y'all just start making up a bunch of shit that y'all want to do. You used my past. A past that was written by misogynistic and sexist and racist ass black men. Now, one time did y'all look at, oh my God, she ain't nothing like this. Say, yeah, this ain't right. Something is wrong. Somebody in this situation has a psychological disorder. And I don't care what color you are, black, white, or Hispanic. I have come in contact with a lot of racist people. My family, man. When a family is like a classroom, is when you tell the kids, hey, you know, we got to get over problems. That's how you get through working with children with behavior disorders in the classroom, children with learning disabilities in the classroom, gifted children in the classroom, all the children that are out of spectrum of causing your classroom issues. When you teach them that the classroom is a family, then we learn to respect the other person's issues. So if I have an issue and I have to stand up when I write, then everybody respects that. Maybe I can get a partner who likes to take my chair away. You see what I'm saying? So not only is that, it's like, once we know what all our problems are, how do we help with those problems? How do we find gracious solutions? And like I said, man, that's a big thing. If I got to stand up and write, and then my friend come by and take the chair and just move it to the side and turn it a certain way so they know that sometime I'm going to come back down and sit down on the side like that. And then the best part of that is like, what if that friend, somebody watches that friend and now they say, oh, I thought he was strange, but that's kind of cool. So then next time I change the classroom around, they say, can I sit next to him? Because I want to help him with his chair. Right? Or he say, I want to stand up too. I like when he stand up. So now he got a partner. He got somebody to help him through it. When somebody come in the classroom, he don't look so weird or out of place. He now has a place to fit in. That is creating a family environment in the classroom. But again, I had to be set up by some ignorant ass fucking fraternity boys, because you are not men. You shouldn't even been teaching at the school. This motherfucker was a vice principal. I had to be set up by a vice principal to get my ass out the school. It could have been discrimination against being a lesbian for 5 minutes, being an atheist for 10 minutes, being black, a woman, and from East St. Louis. And not one time did they ever sit down, have any conversation with me. I was going through so much shit. But I still got up and came to work. Please stop repeating my history, because it's not yours. It's mine. It was for me to write. It was for me to create my stories. It was for me to create my shows. It was for me to create my lies. It was for me to create my truths. It was for me to create. It was for me to create my school. All of that stuff would have added up to me being able to create whatever I needed for the rest of my life. Instead, I'm stuck in a fucking warp or a time loop with a dumb motherfucker that don't want to give me a chance to fucking breathe. Have a good day. Shantae Brown Sugar Talk, Black Unicorns.